Hi. It's been a while, has it not? It is July 8th of 2026. The last time I recorded a video was April of 2025. This is my first video in about a year, and I've finally decided to put this video out. I was supposed to make this video around a month ago, but procrastinated, and because, well, reasons I'll get to in a bit. But I'm just gonna basically tell you what the hell have I been doing for a year that basically just put me away from doing anything YouTube related for over a year. Um, by the time I made my last YouTube video, um, I don't remember what I was doing when I was making those, but the only thing I remember is that the videos were all made within a short time span. I think it was like a mock total of 4 videos in a short ass time span between March and April, and these videos were extremely long. They took a ridiculous amount of time for me to edit, and I think I got the final video out by like October, which is weird. So it's technically been just under a year since I've last made a video, but then again, we're talking about recording, not fully publishing. Because I haven't recorded or made anything for a video in a year. And there's lots of reasons why. Number 1, laziness. 2, procrastination. And 3, I didn't know what the hell to make. I had literally no ideas. I had no games to play. And that's about it. I didn't like making real life content, as being in public is weird, and I never go out public very often outside of like going to the gym. So yeah, I basically just did nothing. Well, I didn't really do nothing. I just did nothing in terms of content creation for over a year. And what was I doing? Well, we'll start with school. I finished up my entire grade 8 year and finished my entire grade 9 year, and I'm now going into grade 10. School is. And in that time span, I moved schools, and the move was hell. Well, I didn't like move houses or anything. I mean, my room is different, but I'll get to the houses in a bit. In terms of school, school at my new school, it's very different. It's a different system. It uses the semester system where you have the same classes every day for a period of time, and then you just switch to another set of classes that you have every day till the end of the year. That's what I had to do. And honestly, it's better. I feel like it's a better system. I used to think that the original system, where you had like all your classes together that you had for that year, and it was, you had it like this class, this class, this class, this class for that one day, and then the next day you have the other classes, and the schedule, rotates. Yeah, I had that in grade 8. It was very, very different, and to compare to this year, and I can actually kind of prefer it because it is less of a brain override. But this year, I had probably the biggest brain override, or brain overwhelm thing, whatever, I've ever had, and I will get to what it is right now, because if you don't know me, okay, friends who will watch this, I know they will, because they're my friends, They know me, and I've told them before that I love math. I love math. I always liked it. I like statistics. I like all that shit. I like especially stats in terms of sports because I am a sports fanatic. I'll get to sports bit in a bit, but like I loved math. Uh, Going into the year, it was first of all fine. Uh, I learned some new subjects like polynomials and all that shit. If you think that shit's easy, just know that I'm 15 years old, okay? This is all new to me. And for my first semester, it was like the class was fine. The teacher was good. It was a small class in terms of student count. And it was really enjoyable. And it was actually fun. And then semester two. Because I had to take math in semester two. And maybe thinking, why? Why did you have to take math in semester two? Were you bad in grade 8 math? No, I was not. I was not bad at math at all. I think the reason why is because since I'm entering in a different district, which is what I was doing, um, I was. They didn't know my grades overall, so they just gave me 2 terms of math just to see where I'm at. And, term 1 was fine. Term 2, I had possibly the worst teacher I could ever get. I had the worst teacher ever. I had possibly the worst teacher that I could ever get. I'm not gonna tell them who they are, but it was not fun. And my class was just full of, well, the average. My my class was filled to the brim. It had like 25 kids, I think. I don't remember. And they're all about, as you can imagine, they're either like, they all have the fluffy hair, they're really annoying. And then you have the girl group that we all know and hate. You get my point. Yeah, and like, the first part of it was like fine. As it got to subjects that I didn't know at all, because term 1 was shorter than term 2, I progressively began to just do less, and it made me hate math. I still like math, but for that point in time where I had that class, I wanted to shoot myself every second. So, yeah. Now for sports. As I said before, I am an absolute sports fiend. And for those who don't know me, I have been a football player for about. Since I think 2020. No, since 2021, I've been playing football. I love it. I love every second of it. I love every bit of it. Began watching the NFL because I did not know shit about football until I started actually watching football in like 2024. Watched the entirety of 2024, a little bit of 2025, and now going into this year. Go Skins. Yeah, go Skins. But, yeah, I began playing, community ball where I live. And then once I realized that where I live doesn't have actually high schools that didn't have football, made it really suck. Meaning I had to go to the town across from mine just to play. So my commute every single morning for school in football is I have to wake up at like 5 something a.m., leave at around 7, get on a bus, go all the way to the town, get dropped off at the closest spot to my school, then walk the rest of the way to school. And usually I get to school around 7:40. School starts at 8 a.m. sharp. which is different compared to where all my schools have started at around 8:30, meaning I wouldn't have to get to school at around until like 8:10. I usually like to be at school around 20 minutes early, so it's a perfect fit for me to be at school at around 7:40, 7:30 maybe, if I get lucky, because usually I get to school at around 7:30. The walk from my bus stop to the school is about 10 minutes. The bus ride itself is like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It could be even longer if it's like traffic or there's trains. But it's usually not bad, but like as the year progressed, it kind of got more and more in my head. It became harder. It was just not a fun time. But then again, this was because I was entering a period of my life that I think I'm still in, where it's just kind of been the most depressing for me. Which is also kind of the reason why I have not thought about making a YouTube video for over a year. In terms of like, I didn't write a script for this, so this is also going to be completely unedited. There's no script. I'm just going to hear everything. I don't care. I just pray to God that no one comes into my room. That's all I want. Now, in terms of, what else have I been doing? Well, I've been going to the gym, especially considering that I'm, in the worst part of my life. I've been feeling really bad about myself, primarily my body, because I absolutely hated every second of it. I hated every second of my body. I hated it. I hated it from toe to head. I hated everything about it. And it was kind of one of the reasons I got so depressed a lot of the times, and it's kind of why I have never made anything in terms of content, because I hated my body. I hated it. I never liked it, so what I decided to do was get a gym membership at the closest gym to me. It's like a 5-minute walk. Yippee. And I go there, like a couple times a week. I went there actually just a few days ago. Hit leg day. On the leg press, I'm doing it at 210 as a refresher, because I didn't go to the gym for a week. However, my longest time of not going to the gym was 4 months. And the reason why I didn't go to the gym for 4 months was because of that math class. Math was all my ass, and it was overwhelming, and I just couldn't do anything. It was also the primary reason why I got so depressed for this including right now. Like, I got really depressed, and I think I'm getting better. I think I am. I don't know. I just hope I am. I think I am. I've been feeling better in recent days, but who knows? I get depressive episodes occasionally, so. But, yeah, I've been trying to, cause I weighed myself, I think, when I went to the gym, like a week or so ago, and I weighed in at 253 pounds, which for me is ridiculously heavy. And internally, I felt myself die, because even though I am extremely bulky, I'm pretty tall for my age. I'm like 5'11", 5'10", I don't know. I'm around there, nearly 6 foot, and I'm bulky as fuck. Being 253 felt to me as I was very overweight, because really, I shouldn't be this big. Because, right here, it's all fat and gyno, because I have really low testosterone. Yeah, I probably have gyno because as of these. So, yeah, I have definitely very low testosterone right now, which is the reason why I have this. I think my testosterone is getting better. I don't know. I'm gonna try and figure out what I can do for testosterone because my testosterone is very bad and I don't want these anymore. I want to be able to fit into an XL shirt because I wear two XL shirts. Okay, I want to be thin. Well, I want to be slimmed down and I want to grow pecs and abdominals. I want abs and I want pecs because I don't. I have a fucking beer belly, even though I don't drink beer. Which is the reason why I go to the gym, and I've been going since I started my grade 9 year, and it was at first for like the few months that I was going, it was really good. I loved it. I was doing absolutely well, and at my peak I was on the I think it was the leg press I was doing. I don't remember much. I think I was doing 230 on the leg press, which is really good. And at the time, I think I was 230. But then term 2 came, and just like the stock market, it went all down. Okay? I hated it. And it was primarily because that math class got me so bottlenecked that I just couldn't do anything. And another thing is that during my first term, my first term, aside, if I didn't have football practice, my days would usually be from 8 a.m. to around 2. In term 2, it was 8 a.m. to 3:30. And the reason is because I got an extra class. Meaning I had 5 classes. So it was A to E block. And in term 1, it was A to D. I didn't have a D block. I didn't have an E block. But then again, in term 1, there was also practices. So term 1 was also my E block in term 1 was just football, even though it wasn't listed. But either way, doesn't matter. In term 2, it just all went downhill. My time from getting home, I think the time I got home during term 2 on average was around 4 o'clock. So I never went to the gym because I felt that was just too late, and because then again my dinner time here is around 5 when really it should be like 6 or 7 p.m. because I don't like eating at around 5. No, I don't. I think it's because my metabolism, but I don't know. But like I was getting home at around 4 o'clock from leaving the school, walking to the bus, getting on the bus, and then I had to get off at my stop wherever it was and then walk the rest of the way. Home, about it was about 40 minutes, 30 minutes, and I would get home at around 4, which is crazy. I didn't like it, and I didn't go to the gym for 4 months, and then I started going again. And then I had to stop because of a lot of bottlenecking, because I was stressed and my depression was getting worse. So I just stopped going for 4 months, then came back, and then guess what? Practices started. Worst timing ever. Even though the fact that I knew it, it was already too late, and I started, and then practices started, and practices are every day, at the end of the day. So, really, what could you do? Yeah. So, I'm still trying to, lose all this weight since it's summer now. right now, I think I'm gonna go to the gym. In fact, tomorrow. I couldn't go to the today, cause stuff. Yesterday, I went on a 1 hour walk for my exercise that day. Yes, I did go for a 1 hour walk. Tomorrow, I'm gonna hit arm day, and then Friday, I'm gonna probably do chest day, and just go up from there and see what I can do. But ugh, I just pray to God that my physical health gets better because it is shit fucked right now. And, well, if you can see this room, there's been a lot of changes in terms of my home situation. Firstly, being that, well, I have a split parent situation, meaning that I get split custody between my mother and father. My mother is the primary. I'm with my mother during school days, when school is in, and during the summer, it is week in, week off. Week here, like a week here, week there, week here, week there type situation. That's what I do during the summer. I've been noticing that, every single time I've been going to my father's, I feel like my mental health, whenever I'm there, just immediately goes down the drain and it doesn't go up ever. And I think the reason why is because, my father is not a good person. He doesn't properly know how to take care of me. He forgets a lot of things in terms of, what I do, or, what do you want this? Or, oh, we'll do this, and then, and he just completely forgets about it. He sleeps in during the day a lot. He falls asleep in the middle of the day a lot. And, well, I'm not any better. I sleep till 11 a.m. Anyways, not the point. Basically, my father has a lot of empty promises. He says we're gonna do it. The day comes, it never happens. He doesn't have a car anymore. He never exercises. He doesn't leave the house regularly. He spends a lot of his money on what he can get from, disability or whatever on cigarettes. I'm telling you. He he calls me a lot to say, I'm coming over to bring over cigarettes. I don't care. I don't care. And it's ridiculous that he's spending 100... It's stupid that he's spending $50 for 10 packs of cigarettes. Why? Over anything else you choose. I don't know why he doesn't use this money to get himself a car. Well, trying to get clean off of smoking is, from what I've heard, is very, very hard. I get it. But the thing is that he doesn't stop. In fact, I think he might have gotten even worse, because he goes on he smokes I wouldn't say he smokes a pack a day, but he smokes a lot a day. I always see him, the house will go quiet suddenly, and that's because he went outside to smoke 2 cigarettes and then comes back in. An hour later, hour or two goes by, he goes back out to smoke more cigarettes. He burns through 10 packs of cigarettes in 2 weeks. And it's ridiculous. And whenever I'm there, I'm basically seeing him kill himself slowly. And I don't even know what to do. And I kind of lost it because, he doesn't know what the hell to do because he doesn't know how to properly take care of me at all. He doesn't do anything with me. It's just every single time I'm there, it's just I don't want to do anything with him anymore. He always tries to get me to help him with everything. He tries to get me to help him with everything. Some of it makes sense that he needs some help, but like some of it you can figure out on your own. I don't know why he needs my help with a lot of things. I get it. You're freaking huge and it's hard for you to walk, but like if you want to be able to walk properly, you gotta fight the fucking pain and just do it. I get it, it sucks in the moment, but you gotta do it, and that's what he doesn't fucking do. He doesn't do anything. And I hate it. The only thing I see him do on the average daily basis is that he sleeps till 12, gets up, smokes, sits back down, eats, drinks soda, watches his fucking shows and all that, goes out, smokes it, and rinse and repeat until the day ends. That's it. Sometimes, he gets up and he goes to the kitchen, cooks some food. Can my dog shut the fuck up? Oh my god. I hate my dog sometimes, but basically, that's what my dad's day is like. And I fucking hate it. I hate every second of it. Like... So, that's my housing situation. I'm with my dad on the weekends during, when school's in. But, like, at this rate, I don't even want to be there anymore. Like, during the summer, it's also week there, week here. I feel like it should be, I feel like I shouldn't even should spend only the weekends with him. Only a selected amount of time that should see him, because and the thing is that I'm the one who's usually making the choices, but it doesn't feel like that a lot of times. It feels like my parents are trying to make the decisions, both of them. Like my mom does it a lot, my dad. There's never. I know they don't like each other. I get it, but there should be at least some sort of communication between the both of them in terms of, okay, custody for me, because I'm the only one out of my, because I have whoa, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, my thing was going out of focus. There should be some sort of communication between them for custody, because I'm the only one of my family. I have a sibling, okay, I do have a half sibling, between them to say, okay, we gotta work this out here. But there isn't. There's no communication at all, and it feels like it's all being put on my shoulders, and I don't want that. I shouldn't be having to deal with this young. I should not. And this is another factor of why this period of my life of where I haven't been making a single video has just it's kind of the reason why I've been so fucking depressed a lot for this entire period of where I did not make a single video. It was the worst period of my life. Cause I don't should I have prepared a script for this? Because really I should have, because I don't even know what to say, because this part of my life was absolutely fucking miserable. I feel like during this period I shunned out a lot of friends in my life that I had. I feel like I just feel like I failed a lot, and I just got progressively worse in terms of my mood, and I just feel like I don't care anymore, and I just Like I've like it got to like it's been my depression has always existed, but I don't think it's ever gotten this bad. Like my depression has kind of been like at least once a day I'll think about my death. Like at least once a day I think about my own death. And it's been like that for forever. During this period, it got to like where I think about it multiple times a day, every day. It was misery. My God, like, and it's all because of well, football kind of has been. I want to say that football might be messing with it because like, even though I probably have never had a concussion, I want to say that like getting hit in the head every single play because I'm a lineman. Okay, I get hit in the head every single play is contributing to it. I just pray to God that I don't get CTE. If I end up on a CTE list, I'm gonna like lose my I'm gonna in heaven when I look down and I see my fucking brain being tested and it's CTE, I'm gonna lose my shit in heaven. No joke. But I want to say football might be contributing to that. My housing situation and problems with my father and school are the three main contributors to why I've just not made a video and not been motivated to do it, and why I've just been so. Ugh. I did. I don't want to cry about it because I really should not be crying about it, but it's just like this part of my life sucked. It sucked so bad, and I like another thing with my housing situation is that my father, and I think 2025, I think after I made my final video, I had to move out from the house that I recorded that video in. The I think whatever that was, I was in that house. I had to move out. That house also was because of my father. Was my father's. I had to move out of there. My father then moved to another province. Well, for like 3 months, he went to another province with my aunt, lived there. I visited him, and he's been that's when I realized my father's fucking terrible, and I don't like him. That's how I realized, because like I mostly went there just to see my aunt and my cousins. Even though they're both older than me by like a wide margin, I still love seeing them. I love seeing my aunt, my uncle. Seeing my dad was not fun, even though that was the point for a little bit of it. As I was there, as it went on and on, it just was like I don't care about you. I just want to see my cousins, and that's it. And that's what it was for the entire trip, because I was there for a month. Yeah, a month. I was there for a month. I wanted to originally go for 2 weeks. I was there for a month. The reason why I was only there I was there for a month is because my dad couldn't get good tickets. I flew. I flew on my own. First time I ever flew on a plane by myself. Was scared at first, no biggie. I'll do it again. But flying, he could not get me cheap plane tickets for my original two-week time span that I wanted to be there. And I had to go there for 4 months just so we could get affordable tickets. And in that 4 weeks, 1 month, whatever, when I was there for that month, I did almost nothing. Almost nothing. The only thing, only I had lots of fun, obviously. Just being around my cousins and meeting my aunt and all that. But in terms of my father, I did nothing. He did nothing. Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, we didn't go anywhere. By the way, I'm talking about, I was in Edmonton. And sure, there's not lots of things to do in Edmonton, but I could maybe have maybe gone to an Oilers game.